Hey, you guys, we are going live. Welcome to sunny Winter Haven, Florida. I am Lane Dawg Bowers, and this is something I'm going to try out here. I was thinking about doing some live Facebook videos. A lot of times I get emails from you guys and stuff, you know, answering some really cool questions. I keep thinking I should turn that into an article, or I got to go out in the boat and make a video on that. But I thought, man, how cool would it be if I just started, you know, talking to, I know there's more people out there like yourself that have got some great questions about barefoot and things I could offer. So I'm going to start. I love, just like I used to do on my newsletters, I love starting with a great quote. And a lot of you guys know if you follow me on Facebook, I always start off with, this could be the best day ever, and the forecast for tomorrow is 1,006% better. So I love that. But here's a good quote. Sorry for wearing glasses. I got to wear them for some things. So here's a great quote I like here. We'll start with today. There is nothing so rewarding as to make people realize that they are worthwhile in this world. That's by Bob Anderson. I love that, man. I love good quotes. I hope you guys like good quotes. So anyway, you guys can ask me anything if you want. I'm not used to doing this and monitoring this all by myself, but and I haven't really told anybody about this or announced it. I'm just trying it out to see how well it works, and you guys can let me know if you like it. And then we're gonna post this on my page. So I want to read you something. I don't have permission to use this guy's name, but so I won't use his full name. I hope I don't know if we can see it here. I gotta look and see, make sure we don't have his info showing up. All right, you can't really see it on the screen, so we're good. But I'm gonna go to my Gmail and read you something from a guy here. He says, hey, I asked him about what he's looking forward to in his barefoot skiing goals and what does he want help with, and he says, hey, melt all the ice on the lakes. Yeah, I get it. A lot of you guys aren't in sunny Winter Haven, Florida. I get it, but I'm gonna try and motivate you all the same, get you fired up. And so he says about a month or so out, he's in Ottawa, Canada. He goes, one question that you can answer me involves choosing the correct speed. So we're talking about barefoot speeds today. When I learned to barefoot, there were no booms, and the official speed formula was to take your weight in pounds, divide by 10, then add 20 to get your long line 2-foot speed. In my case, that works out to 43 miles an hour as I'm 230 pounds. I can comfortably foot long line at 40 miles an hour, but we're now using the super fly high. For those of you guys who don't know what a super fly high is, it goes on top of a wakeboard tower, raises up the height to 14 feet off the water, and God bless America, that is awesome. If you've never skied from 14 feet, it's the only way that anyone does it anymore. I know there's people out there in show skiing and stuff. Don't message me about that. But anyway, it's awesome. If you've never done it, it's great. So he's asking, is there a new formula to help determine the speed based on the skier's weight that can be used for our boom and fly high skiing? I've got a bunch of guys that ski with me on the boom, and I typically use the old school formula as a guide to their max speed that they use for doing 1 foots, since the upward pull of the boom reduces the amount of boat speed needed. We typically ski with a head high boom with 7 feet to the handle, and for super fly high they use a 90-foot rope. He says I've seen a lot of your videos where skiers, Alexa, volume 2, where skiers seem to be on a much shorter rope on the Superfly, including the one you did where you skied at like 26 miles an hour. I think it was 23, but yeah. And can you shed some light on the optimal fly high rope length? My boat is a Nautique 216 inboard, which tops out around 44 miles an hour. All right, so here we go. I want to answer this, and I thought, man, this is like way better. We could do this video and type one everybody. What I'm going to do more. Me to Ninja Zing, but know that big and so speed. You know, my add 20. everybody, that would put you for. So what I do, I would say, I mean, this, you know, he's at, but this is not for what your would be learn directly on the boom, no fall, barefoot video. By the way, anybody who's on this, if you see this and you download my no fall DVD, I'm going to give that and kind of get people fired. Anything I can do to help people. We sell that for $44, the actual physical DVD. But I'll give you a link to the download if you leave me a comment and put. You can either message me if you don't want to leave your email there, or whatever. Direct message me and I'll send you a free copy of that. But here's the correct way of. I'll answer the question: your weight divided by 10. I would way rather see you do your weight divided by 10. Add 15 would be better. 14 or 13 would probably even be better than that. Let's take, for instance, a 200-pound guy, weight divided by 10 is 20. And if you added 13, that'd be 33 miles an hour. If you understand the correct buck glide, 3-point, posture, glide, and power band, then 34 miles an hour, even for a 230-pound guy, is not a problem. This isn't your 1-foot speed. This is just standing there and enjoying great barefooting. And at that speed, you should be able to stand up, not cross the wake, maybe cut around a little bit outside the wake. You should be able to sit down and do your buck glide and tumble turns all at that speed easily. I mean, I could say 32, okay? So if there was some, I don't want to put a formula on it because most people, when they come and they learn the right way, or if they have me help them online, they're going to learn that it's not a formula that you're aiming for, because your weight is not the biggest determining factor. Really, the biggest determining factor is between your ears and how much information you know. It's not how big your feet are, how much you weigh, although some of those things can come into play. So if you had to nail me down to formula, let's try your weight divided by 10, add, let's say 12. I like that better. If you're going to hold me to something, I'd say your weight divided by 10, add 12. That'll get you to get up behind the boat. That'll get you butt glide, 3-point, tumble turns very comfortably, and you should be able to carve around, not across the wake. I wouldn't cross the wake. Now, he's also asking me for short rope speeds. Really, if we're talking super fly high, which is 14 feet off the water, and a boom height, like he said, that's like 7 feet off the water, you know, then I'd say that's fine. You know, on the 7-foot rope and super fly high, let's just say, you know, weight divided by 10, add 12. How's that? The reason I like that is because it's a lot harder to get hurt at 32 miles an hour than it is at 40. You screw up at 40, you're going to be sucking Advil beer and taking some days off if you make a mistake, and I really don't want that to happen for you. So, and then as far as rope lengths, I mean, it depends on your boat. If you've got a nautique and it's not like a barefoot boat, like a barefoot nautique, if your boat isn't specifically designed for barefoot skiing and tournaments, which is basically a very few amount of boats, like a flight craft, a barefoot warrior, a barefoot nautique, a Sanger, VX2, or whatever they call it. Somebody correct me, I can't remember exactly which one that is, but DX2, sorry, DX2. So it's not one of those boats. I would probably go, if you're across the wake, I do a 75 rope. Even if you're a ski nautique or some wakeboard boat or whatever, I'd use a 75-foot rope. Why? As long as you can get outside of the wake, which I'll talk about in probably a different thing, but cheeking outside the wake. If you don't know how to do that, you know, let me know or whatever. But as long as you can get outside the wake, a shorter rope is going to be a higher pull. Can you picture that? So if you got 14 foot, so let's say this is the top of a super fly high, a shorter rope is going to have more of an angle like this. A longer rope is going to be, if you can see that, I'm trying to figure out which way, like that is going to feel a little lower. At 14 feet, it's awesome. It's pretty high anyway. But a lot of you don't even have that. So let's say you have a wakeboard tower, but still, at 75-foot rope, it's going to have more lift. More lift means you can go slower. You feel lighter. You're getting lifted. All of that translates into safety. So for this guy, his email, he said he's got like a Nautique 201 or something like that. As long as you are not going to cross the wake, which I would definitely discourage you from doing that with this conversation. If you're talking about crossing the wake, let's take that all the way out of the conversation for now about rope lengths and boat speeds, okay? Don't quote me and say Lane said this is the rope length to use for crossing the wake. That's a different subject. I'd use a longer rope for that. But for those of you guys who are trying to establish a good speed and use my weight divided by 10 at 12 for long line, especially, and that applies to a tower as well as a super fly high. And honestly, even down low, I'd use that same formula. You're going to feel heavier, but you're going to be a lot safer, okay? So as long as you're not crossing the wake, as long as you're not trying to do 1-foots, then I'd say your weight divided by 10 add 12. There's my magic formula to keeping you safe and fun. It's a lot more fun there, okay? And then for rope length, I would say I would use 75 feet, as long as you can get out of the wakes. A lot of people, we sell like a 100-foot rope, 70-foot rope with 2 10-foot extensions at a 5-foot handle on it, and you've got 100 feet. I would use that. Most people who don't know better think about getting up right behind the boat. So the boat takes off. Let's see if I still got that. I did this for someone yesterday. Okay, it's real lousy. Don't anyone write in and say how lousy my drawing is. But okay, most people, when they take out, here's the stern roller right here. Okay, I was just going over this with a student of mine, Jorge from Argentina. But here's the deal. When the boat takes off, let's say the boat starts right here before, as it takes off, it creates, can you see that? Yeah, good. It creates a stern roller that's going to be somewhere right about here. The boat started here, it moved. When you get to here, you're going to feel that ba-bump, ba-bump, okay? If you're trying to get outside the wake, the ideal scenario is, I was explaining to Jorge, is instead of starting right behind the boat, start way off to the side. So as the boat pulls you to, it's going to pull you. If you start way out here and it's pulling straight like this, it's going to pull you here. You can use some of that momentum and my cheeking out method to get up and outside this wake before you even hit this roller. As soon as you can sit up, you reach that leg over, you carve on your butt cheek like you're farting. If you're carving to the left, you fart to the right, okay? The pros do it. We get outside the wake before we even hit the roller. Otherwise, you got to hit the roller and you're like ba-bump, ba-bump. And if you're cutting hard and you hit the roller, you could bounce so high you could fall off. So anyway, that is, you want to get outside. A 75-foot rope, you can do that behind any boat as long as you're quick to get outside the wake. The way this works, don't go for 28 miles an hour until you're outside the wake. If you end up at 40 miles, you're going to be road to the inside of that wake, and you're not going to get out. So this is, again, talking about rope length. I recommend going to stay at 75 feet. If you have a problem with that, message me. It's really easy. Go to thefootersedge.com, message me, Facebook message me. I've got a text number on the site. You can even text me from the website if I'm and able to text you right back, okay? So if you have problems, I'll help you with that. But anyway, so we're covering speed, length, and super fly, okay? Even if you're not on the super fly has, and it makes it so much easier. What I want you to do, I would start with a 7-foot rope. If you cannot get outside 25 to 28 an hour. And if you find that you're stuck behind the weight, it might be that you get a 90-foot rope. Okay, it still doesn't change my speed formula. I'm going to leave it where I got it. But that shorter rope is going to make you feel lighter. It's going to feel good if you get outside that weight and just stay in the curl. And obviously, higher the rope, the better. If you got your own personal helicopter, use that. It'll feel even better than that. So bottom line is 75 feet, I think, is the ideal length if you can get outside the weight. Weight divided by 10, add 12, which will, any show skiers watching right now are probably going to message me and tell me that's impossible. It's not. And a lot less show skiers would be getting crushed, even though I love show skiers because they're getting more barefooters into the sport than ever, even though they beat the living tar out of them. But the bottom line is there's a new generation coming up of people who know a safer way to do it. And I love to help any of you who are in show skiing that are in charge of helping get new barefooters in. I will personally help you become awesome at teaching. You be the own teacher. They don't even have to come to me. I'll help you for free. But all right, so here we go. Bottom line is this. I see you got a couple of comments here, but the bottom line is 75 feet is ideal length of rope. 30, or let's say weight divided by 10, add 12, ideal speed. And what else? We were talking about tower, super fly high, and the boom at 7 feet. I love the boom at 7 feet. If this guy, he knows how I set up stuff. So you can't, it's pretty hard to have a boom at 7 feet off the water if you're using a 5-foot rope. Here, as long as you can get out of the chine spray coming off the side of the boat, we use a 5-foot rope and like a 2-foot extension on it, and that allows the boom to be, keeps you safe and slow, and everything in life is good like that. So anyway, I see we got, hey, Joshua Scribner, how you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see a lot of you. Joe Lovato, who we got here? Rick Moyes, James Melter, awesome. Tim Wise, Wade Bramlett, love it. Will Rexer. So anyway, you guys, this is brand new to me. I'm not used to doing this, but I like this format because instead of just answering one guy's email, I can try and offer some help that I'm hoping will help you guys, be awesome and achieve your goals. So anyway, this is my first ever experiment with Facebook Live, and I just want to, say thank you guys for checking it out. And the cool thing is we got a new page on the website, the footersedge.com live page, where they're going to actually take my Facebook videos and they're going to show up live when I'm doing them. So you guys might want to go check that out, and then I'm going to put this on YouTube too. So anyway, God bless you guys. A couple of things. Any of you guys out there that don't have my No Fall Barefoot and DVD and want a download link from Dropbox, message me. You can send me an email at thefootersedge@gmail.com. You can Facebook message me. Tell me you saw the live thing. And any of you guys that have something that you want me to cover, something specific for you, maybe you don't want me to use your name, no problem. But if you want me to cover, if there's something you want me to cover in a Facebook Live, I'm going to start doing that with some of the emails. I got tons of stuff. It's almost as easy now that I've figured this out, I think. Hopefully it's working and you guys can hear me and all that. I don't even know. Can you guys hear me out there? Someone reply back if you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. I think the audio on this is working pretty good. So anyway, bottom line is this. If you got an idea, we got some hearts going. Hey, woohoo, yay. All right, thanks, guys. So here's the deal. If you guys got a question, something you want me to cover, let's get it done. If I'm out in the boat, I'll do it there because it's way cooler, but I'm sitting in my office and I'm answering all these emails, so I figured, what the heck, let's, oh, good sound. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Ryan. So anyway, anything you guys want, let me know. I'm going to start doing Facebook Live stuff. Do you guys like this? Is this something you want me to do? I figure, you know what? Why give these tips away to someone just in one email when I could help out more people? I mean, even if you're not on the Facebook Live feed when it's up, this information is going to be available. So if you guys aren't on my newsletter or you want my free Barefoot Water Skiing ebook, Be the Best Barefooter on Your Lake, go to thefootersedge.com. and just enter your name and email at the bottom of the page, and you're going to get my notifications. I'm going to start putting my live stuff in there. I'm super excited about it. Also super excited. I'm going to start offering. I've never got into, everyone's always asked me, what do you do to get in shape? How do I get, what can I do to help my barefoot water ski? And I've stayed out of that because I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. And, but you know what? I've gone through a lot of crap in my life, and I'm kind of at the point now where I've got a lot of life hacks, and I want to start helping people and offering, you know, the tips that I've found to help you get in shape, help you achieve your physical goals. Because one thing is, you know, when you've done this like 25, thanks, Joe. I appreciate that, buddy. That's awesome. Thanks for coming in the nice comments. One thing is that, what was my train of thought, is that I just, you know, I want to get out the information. If something ever happens to me, God forbid, you know, I want to get information that's helped me for free out to you guys to help, because you know what, the great thing about Facebook and videos and the YouTube channel, and by giving it away, is that you guys can pass on all that stuff, and that way we can keep people barefoot and safer, get to your goals safer. Oh yeah, and with, you know, stuff like, even if you got, you know, if you guys are going through a major medical problem or other crap in your life or whatever, you know, my heart goes out. I mean, reach out to me, because you know, I expect a miracle in my day, a miracle in my life every day. That's the way I live my life. I don't remember who said it, but they said you can basically live your life as if nothing is a miracle, or you can live your life as everything is a miracle. And I think that's just an awesome way to live. So my goal is to get as much stuff that I've learned about this little sport in my head, and I want to get it out there, and I want to get it to you guys. I'll help you achieve your goals. You know, I got real warm fuzzies about giving back. This has been a, you know, a great year. We got the Hall of Fame induction, which is crazy that, you know, that's happening, and I'm excited about that. But really, more importantly, I want to double down and help. So with health issues, I went through, I'm going to do a separate episode on all the stuff I went through. A bunch of you guys didn't see me for a while, went through an amazing, incredibly bad time, but it all ended up for good, where I almost died. And, you know, some really good things have happened. And it's amazing. I'm 55 now. It freaks me out. I'm 55 years old. I still feel like a little kid. And at 55 years old, I'm actually lighter, leaner, and stronger than I was 30 years ago. That blows my mind. But I know a lot of people aren't there, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that, you know, I want to help people with their barefooting, but a lot of people are discouraged, and they're like, they can't get out of the house, or they got an injury, or they got something like that. You know what? I want to help you guys. I'm going to be sharing some life hacks, some things, and I hope that is something that you guys like. And anyway, so we're wrapping it up. God bless you guys. Expect a miracle today. This could possibly be the best day ever. And the forecast for tomorrow is 1,006% better. Do me a favor, if you like this, share it. Leave me a comment, leave me an idea, email me, message me for something you want, you know, covered on here, and we'll see how she goes. Maybe it goes great and people start enjoying these, and I'll just start cranking them out. God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day.